All right, good morning. Okay, so starting in a standing position, just get yourself with some nice wide feet, and let's just start a little rock side to side. So I want you to notice I'm gonna lean into the foot that I'm lifting. So we're just gonna start with that rocking, which is such a nice soother. Anytime throughout our days, we need to remember that, right? The rocking, whether it's in child's pose, whether it's on our back rocking side to side, come to a standing position, right? Think of being cradled as a little baby, and what do? We rock them. One more each way, and then settle into those feet. You can't see my feet, and it's fine, but I would love for you to pick up all 10 of your toes, and then set them down, spreading them wide. So again, pick up all 10 toes, and then stretch them long and wide and set them down. And pick up the toes, and then lengthen them long and wide. So keeping the ball of the foot firm, could you lift the heels? Elevate the heels, and then set your heels down. Take the heels up. Good, take the heels down. Take the heels up. Now let's stay up there. Could you bend your right knee and lower your left heel to the floor? And then pick both heels up tall together. Now bend one knee and drop the other heel. And pick both heels up. And then the other. And pick them both up. Good, drop a heel, pick it up. Drop the other heel, pick it up. And then set both heels down. Great. Let's take one arm way up to the ceiling, and you're going to reach your fingers as high up as you can, looking to feel that connection all the way down into our back side. Almost feels like the muscles that lift your arm come right out of the waistband of your pants. And now let's just let that arm just drift down. Taking the other arm up. Take it as high as you can. So we play with this sometimes, right? Like you're trying to get picked to be captain of the team or to take your dream trip. That sounds amazing right now. Fingers up there, up there, up there. And then a soft lowering down. Good, let's take both hands up to the ceiling and reach and look in the direction of your fingertips. And then softly let those hands come down. So I want you to imagine you're wearing a belt right at the height of your body at your belly button. So if the belt was at the belly button, we're going to breathe in slowly for a count of 3. And I'm imagining all the way around that belt goes. And that belt gets expanded with my slow inhale. So we're going to inhale, expanding further for each count. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Let it go quickly. Inhale around. 3 counts in. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. And now could you hold that tight, like it's giving you that nice internal hug until you must take an inhale and then let it all relax. Okay, so for now, let's just jump that belt up here nice and tall, right? So right underneath the pectoralis muscles, maybe you know it's kind of the empire waist. There's where the belt lives. So it's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel more of our ribs moving all the way around. We're gonna go 3 counts. So when you're ready, inhale, 3, 2, 1, out the mouth. Inhale. and then let it all go. So we're gonna go into our sides. I'll just quickly show you, get a wide stance with your feet. It's gonna be one arm reaching over, which is gonna open that side. Now we're gonna do that in the 3 count again. So with the muscles pulling you back to tall, nice and quick, okay? So we think how the side muscles here are gonna respond to bring us back up. Softening your knees, we're gonna inhale one arm over for 3, 2, 1, exhale, pull it back up. Other way. Pull it back. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, exhale up. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, exhale up. One more each way. Big long breath and then quick breath. One more. Inhale, over we go. Exhale up, we come nice and tall. Good. Inhale, both arms overhead. And then we're gonna bring our trunk towards the floor. This could be flat back, like I'm going right now. This could also be a rounded spine, if that's a good fit for you. And now from the bottom, just take another breath, nice and long. So like take your time. We've got time. And then exhale, peel yourself back up to that tall standing position. Good, so whether you're going flat back or rounded, you choose based on your body. So inhale your arms up overhead. And now exhale, take your trunk toward the floor. So whatever method is best for you. Good, taking your trunk down, down, down. Stay down there for me and let your knees stay soft. So just to find a little bend in those knees, just a softening, I suppose. And now letting your eyes look towards your shins. So you're really letting that neck go. Now just sway yourself towards your right foot and then sway yourself towards your left foot. Imagine how your whole upper body is like an elephant's trunk. And you're just swaying it side to side. Kind of letting go of the feeling of, oh, I have to make this particular shape or I'm doing this certain motion. How about can you just let the weight of you, the heaviness, just float side to side. Give yourself a couple more. Coming to the center, and then come all the way back up to standing in the way that suits you best. Great, inhale arms up and overhead. Now you're gonna rotate your body towards one leg. And then you're gonna go down in that direction. So you're gonna fold towards one thigh. Remember, eyes look towards the shin. Tailbone is reaching up to the ceiling, so we get those hamstrings waking up. And then can you bring yourself back up that same side? Let's rainbow those arms over. Rotate towards the other thigh, and down we go. Tailbone is lifting up. Oh, I feel those hamstrings, they're shaking. And then up we come to center. Good, let's keep your arms out just like you have them. And maybe just step your feet about fist width apart. Great, so we're gonna now turn everything but our feet, of course. They're gonna stay where they're at. So could you turn everything to one side? So in my body, it feels like my knees are gonna go as far as they can, my hips, my chest, my neck, and then my eye. And then slowly unwind back to the center. So start from the bottom. My knees go, my hips go, my chest now goes, my neck and my eyes. And then come back to center. Great, we're gonna start. We're gonna go hips. Try to keep your knees forward. Can you think of twisting at your waistline, trying to keep your knees and hips forward? Sorry if I didn't say that quite as well as I wanted to. So knees and hips stay forward. Waist turns us. So now it's chest, neck, and eyes. And then come back to center. Hips and knees will stay. Go the other way. Waist, chest, neck, and eyes. And come back to center. Great, now the waist is gonna stay. Let the neck go. Let the eyes look. And come back to center. Other way, let the neck go. Let your eyes look for something back there that it maybe hasn't seen yet. And then back to center. Go ahead and take your arms down. And we're gonna go eyes only. So take the eyes as far to one side as possible. Look what you can see over there. And then bring those eyes back to center. And then look as far the other way as possible. And then bring your eyes back to center. I would like you to close your eyes for a moment. And as you inhale, feel like you're drawing the eyeballs back deeper in the sockets. And then exhale, open your eyes. Inhale, close the eyes. Think of drawing the eyes in deeper into the sockets. Exhale, open the eyes. One more. Inhale, draw the eyes back into the sockets. Exhale, opening the eyes. Okay, so we're going to add a little forward locomotion here. So instead of me facing this direction, I'm going to go this way, which is how I have my mat set up now. So you can adjust as needed. I'm always, of course, just adjusting so that you can see the best time for the exercise. So I want you to start with your feet nice and wide. So I'm wider than my hips, but I don't feel like I'm doing the splits, right? So kind of finding a happy medium there. All right, inhale those arms up and overhead. And reach for the ceiling. Reach, 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 reach. Now we have all those limbs open. If I turn to you, right, here's our star pose. We're a star right here. So you're going to stay in your star pose and begin to take your spine forward, whether it's rolling or flat back, and your hands are reaching to the same side foot or thigh. Now, keeping our hands wide, I want you to start walking down your mat to go into a plank, keeping those arms and legs a bit wide. And then from that position now, you're going to walk your hands back. And then bring your spine safely up to find your star pose again. So one more time, take it forward. So as you're rounding forward, you feel your hips reach to the ceiling and then walk your way out to plank. Wide hands, wide legs. Great. And then from that position, walk your hands back, keeping them a bit wide at the edges of your mats. And then get your spine back up into star pose. You go. Great. On the last one, it's going to lower you to the floor. So inhale, take yourself over, flat back or rounded. Walk your hands out to that plank position. And then from that position, lower yourself down, 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 down. Awesome. All right, why don't you kick yourself back so you're into a seated position. And we're going to just start articulating through those ankles. So you're going to pull the toes back and then point the toes. Pull them back, point the toes. Good. Quite a few of your faces were here on Tuesday. So we did this warm-up exercise for the feet on Tuesday as well. Now one comes back, one points, and they switch, so like a brake and a gas pedal. Good. And now let's let them go together. So they're gonna go fanning to the right, fanning to the left. Now I don't mind at all that your thighs are also going. Just don't skimp on the ankles, right? So you can almost feel the ankles could take a back seat to the thighs. Lead with the ankles. Try not to let the thighs do too much work. And then can we circle them? Of course we can. Other way. I did think it'd be nice to add in our foot massage at some point, if everybody can find some sort of small dog ball, tennis ball, racket ball. So I'll put that on next week's agenda. If you don't have something, let me know. I can do racquetball deliveries. Okay, can we bring the feet together? So we're in pigeon-toed. Now you're going to feel your thighs rotate. And then out. Oh, my favorite. In, less of a favorite, and out. And in, and out, and in. And I like I'm seeing everybody in different positions. Some of us have our hands behind us. Some of us have our hands on our thighs. It doesn't matter. No one in this group needed to be seated, which is also an option. Oh, that feels really good in my hips. And then just coming to parallel. Good. Okay. All right. So I am really excited about the next series. It's all things that you know, but as you are aware, when you start combining things differently, your body's like, whoa, that feels so good. And I've been playing around with this one, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. So we're going to start in a saw position. So what that means is we're going to stretch those legs out wide. Now remember, there's no reason, I gotta adjust my trousers. There's no reason why you can't do this with a slight bent knee, right? So I know a few of us in the group here, when you get those legs straight, you feel like you're leaning back, and then it becomes all frontal work here. So just bend your knees and try to get up onto those sits bones. After we do a few, I think you're gonna notice they also start to soften out a little bit. That doesn't mean anything to you, kudos. You know you can go straight legs and your hamstrings don't protest. Be grateful. Okay, so let's just do a quick little run through, because once you start moving side to side, I don't want you to constantly feel like you've got to be looking toward the camera. So you're familiar with all of the things. So if we just kind of go real gentle run through, arms are to the side. So our saw is going to take us opposite hand towards the other, whether it's knee, shin, pinky toe. And this is going to be a 3 count today. So we kind of take it forward like we did with our breaths. Inhale, 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 exhale, come up. So there's that 3 count and the 1 exhale. And over we would go. It's inhale, 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 exhale to come up. So there's our saw piece. Now then we're going to go from this position, and you're going to turn yourself to get right onto your tummy. Now, because we're going to be moving a little faster, that's going to like happen quick. So from our forearms, we're going to end up coming into, I'm looking, oh yes, okay, sorry. So from our forearms, we're going to go into heel kicks. So this is where we bring our heel towards our buttocks. So it's 3, 2, 1, reach through the toes. Other leg, heel, 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 reach. Heel, 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 reach. Heel, 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 reach. All right, so now press up with your abs, get onto your knees, and then we're going to turn into a side plank. Notice my bottom leg is down. So from here, I'm going 3, 2, 1, and take the leg down, come to the top, 3, 2, 1, take it down, and then we come back onto our forearms. I'm still onto my knees. Now I'm going to kick the heel to the ceiling. And kick the heel to the ceiling, back down, I lower onto my hip, back up we go into soft. Okay, so I'm going to start from the other side because we just did a little mini session there. But we're going to go both ways 2 times each. Expect your body heat to rise on this one, all right? Okay, I would ask if you have any questions, but I thank you. Thank you. All right, so arms are coming out to the sides. I would like you to start going towards your left leg first. So we're going 3, 2, 1, and up. Inhale, 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 exhale up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Move over to your right side, legs behind you. Right leg, heel, kick, 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 and reach. 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 Let yourself lift your tummy, come up onto your knees. find plank. We're tapping a knee here now. Tap, 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 pause. Tap, 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 pause. Tap, 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 pause. Tap, 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 pause. Both knees go down, but stay into that knee plank. And one heel to the ceiling. We go up. 3, 2, 1. Set that knee down. Other knee. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Last 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Go side plank here. Long leg. Take it up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. Last up, 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 and down. Turn onto the forearms. Drop your hip to the floor. Up we come to seated. Right leg is first. Reach to your right leg. 3, 2, 1, come up. 3, 2, 1, come up. 3, 2, 1, come up. Bend over to the left you go. Heel, 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 reach toes. 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 Tuck your toes under, lift the belly, lift the knees. Knee taps in plank. Tap, 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 pause. Tap, 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 pause. Tap, 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 pause. Last tap, 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 pause. Turn into your side plank. I know I'm doing another order, by the way. Up you come. Lift, 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 and down. Lift, 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 and down. Lift, 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 and down. Last lift, 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 and down. Turn back into forearms and knees. Heels towards the ceiling. Belly lifted. Kick, 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 and down. Kick, 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 and down. Heel, 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 and down. Last heel, 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 and down. Drop a hip. Up you come. Back into spa. Is everybody warm? All right. So, oh boy, you guys can't tell me. We're going left so that we go right next. Yes? All right, to our left leg we go. 3, 2, 1, and up, then right. 3, 2, 1, and up. Last left. 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Over to our forearms. Heel, kick, 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 and reach. Kick, 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 and reach. Kick, 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 and reach. Last kick, 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 and reach. Tuck your toes under. Come up into your knees and forearms. Now pick up the knees if you're able. Otherwise, stay on your knees. Tap, 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 lift up. 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 Side plank. Bottom knee is down. Pick the leg up. Pulse, 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 and down. Pulse, 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 and down. Pulse, 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 and down. Last bit, we go down. Forearms, heels towards the ceiling. Pick a leg up, 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 and down. Up, 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 and down. These could be while you're on your tummy. Last one. And then the hip goes down, legs shoot out in front to the right. Reach, 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 and up. Reach, 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 and up. Last one to the right. Reach, reach, and up. All the way to the left we go. Last time through. Here we go. Heel kicks to the bottom. Reach, push, 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 and reach. Push, 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 and reach. Push, 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 and reach. Last push, 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 and reach. Tuck your toes under. Lift the abdomen, lift the knees. Tap, tap, tap the knee. Tap, tap, tap the knee. Tap, tap, tap the knee. Last taps, 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 and lift. Side plank. Upper leg lifts. Pulse, 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 and lower. Pulse, 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 and lower. Pulse, 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 and lower. Final pulse, 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 lower. Rotate back to forearms and knees. Take those heels towards the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift and lower, lift, lift, lift and lower, lift, lift, lift and lower, shaking, shaking, shaking and lower. Drop the hip and bring those knees in. Keep your feet to one side and just take your hands toward that foot. Ooh, okay, one thumbs up if you got really warm on that one. 2 thumbs up if you also got a little out of breath. I was a little out of breath. Now, granted, I am doing all the talking. My family is probably happy I'm spending some time with you today so that you get my talking. They're really not as interested. Walk your feet to the other side. I just noticed I went more into a mermaid here, but I think I want to keep my knees a little more together. This is not my preferred side. I can tell right away my body's trying to compensate. Oh yeah, this is definitely my tighter side. Less responsive side. Actually, maybe it's more responsive. It's actually protesting more. Good, taking one more nice breath in there. Whew, I am sweating. All right, so as we make our way down to side lying, maybe use the hand towel if you'd like. Notice how naturally I go right into the side I want to sit on. Use the hand towel and get your weighted ball or hand weight, whatever you're going to use today. So I'm going to go into my side lying position. And I'm just going to keep that ball handy, but we're going to go into pinwheels first. So the previous series we did, you know, it responds, it's different for everybody. So it might have been a bit of a shoulder response for some of us. So let's just give some time to that. I'm letting my head rest into my arm, and I'm letting my knees come forward slightly so that I just feel a good sense of balance, because it's not about balance here. All right, we're just going to take our arm that's free, and we're going to make big circles and let our chest follow the palm. Big circles. Big circles. Let's go one more round this way. And then let's reverse it for 2. So just take it the other way for 2. And you're just making this your own. Take your eyes and head with you if you want. Keep it right in the shoulder. And then when we come back to center, we're going to grab that weight. Now I'm going to take my whole upper arm bone and glue it down to the seam of my shirt. With the weight in hand, keeping the upper arm bone sealed to my shirt, I'm just going to pivot in that bone and lift the ball to the floor. Notice there's no gap between my elbow and my shirt. Lower down, take it up. These are always so interesting, right? Because those first few just feel like, oh, good, ooh, this is real nice. And then all of a sudden, yep, it just bites you. So excellent for opening the chest, right? All the things we've been doing probably include quite a bit of reading, putting us in kind of that forward postural position. This is a great way to open the chest. 3, I bet you're feeling it. 2, hold right there. Staying in that rotation. I'm not rolling away from you, right? I'm staying square. Now peel that arm bone away from the side seam of your shirt and put it back to the side seam. Take it up and down, up and down. And you're maintaining the rotation. Up and down. 3, 2, glue it down. Let's lower the weight toward the floor, pick it back up. Toward the floor, pick it back up. Toward the floor, pick it back up. Last one, toward the floor, pick it back up. And to the ceiling one last time. Oh, done. Windmill it around. Or pinwheel, I should say. Pinwheel it around. Oh, wonderful. All right, let's just keep this hand in front of us. We're going to go into clams for the legs. So we're going to just peel open that top leg and then lower down. So here we're working rotation of the hip, just like we were just working rotation in the shoulder. So I'm trying to keep this hip bone towards all of you. And so I want to be mindful that I'm not rolling back. That's something different, right? So I'm just going to open and close. And we feel right where briefs would go just beneath our butt cheek, that's where we're drawing the thigh open from. So draw the thigh open and draw that thigh open. Now draw it open and keep it there. I want you to push your heels together. So I'm pressing my heels together and I'm gonna lift and lower and lift, woo, and lower. I'm trying to keep my body square to you and see if I can get that lower thigh off the floor, pushing into the heels and pushing into the heels. One more, push into the heels, and 3, stay, 2, shaking, and 1, lower down, stretch those legs out. Fantastic. I'm gonna flip to the other side. You may do the same. You may also roll over. All right, let's begin with pinwheel. Remember, just keeping your knees bent slightly in front of you is handy to give you a nice base for balance. Then we can explore these big circles. And again, feel free to keep your chest forward and just let this be from the shoulder joint, or go ahead and let your spine twist. I just love getting that upper back rotation. I just need it so much. So I always tend to add that there. I can hear my back making a lot of really fun clicking noises. Let's go the other way for 2. And the last one around. Oh. We're going to take the weight into our hand. Remember, we're taking that upper arm bone and sealing it to our shirt. And then as you take the weight, you just peel it away. And peel it away. Now remember the things your body will do to try to compensate. It'll start rolling backwards. So keep your chest and hips forward. The arm only lifts due to the strength of your rotator cuff muscles, not just because you're rolling backwards. Good. I actually really love the hand weight for this. I see many of you have that today. Last 3, 2, stay here. Now let's peel that arm off the side seam and then put it back. Peel your arm off the side seam, put it back. Peel it off, put it back. Peel it off, put it back. Lowering down and up. Take that weight toward the floor and back up. Maybe don't let it rest as we get tired. Come to the floor, but not resting on the floor. 3, 2, baby. Last one. Good. Done. Go ahead and pinwheel. And pinwheel. And last one, pinwheeling. And around we go. Now this ball is going to be very handy. We're going to roll over to our stomachs. And you can use your towel and your hand, however you want to go about it. Our forehead is going to stay resting on our towel or hand. And the ball or your weight is going to go down to your hip. Now it doesn't matter to me which side you're on, of course, right? We're going to do both. So I'm going to stay looking towards you all, but I would love for your forehead to be down.
Clamshells on the other leg.
Oh man, this is what you get for having a co-host. Totally busts you. Okay, when we switch sides, we're gonna do clamshell for our left one. Ugh, can't get away with anything around here. Okay, so triceps first. So hand to the hip. On our stomachs we go, and we're gonna just lift that arm up and down. Seems so simple. Lift it up and down. And then immediately, most of us will recognize where this is going to be working. Now, can you keep thinking of upper back? So we feel shoulder blades draw back. Shoulder blades draw back. 3, 2, keep that arm up. Keep it afloat. Reach through your fingertips. Little pulses up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1.
hold it there, reach your fingers a little longer, reach your toes a little longer, and lower it down. Let's keep the ball right there, and you're just gonna slide both hands next to your shoulders and press up into squat. And then glide yourself down. And then press up into swan. And glide ourselves down. And one more, pressing up into swan. Feel free to walk your hands further forward if needed. You're gonna reach through your toes. Think of drawing your navel towards your spine, so create that support system. And we're gonna let one arm float out and take it down. And then other arm, take it down. And other arm, take it down. And other arm, take it down. Lower all the way down. Good. 3 intermission. Roll on your side. Clamshell. So make sure that you're doing the opposite of what you did before. So again, think of that line drawing through the backside. Excellent. Well, I'm thinking it must have felt good in Renee's hips. That's why she didn't want to miss out on the second side. 3, 2, keep that leg lifted. Now heels are pressing together. I mean, you're actively pushing here. And now take the legs up, like a little leprechaun kick, and down, and legs up. Now I put my front hand down for a kickstand, but I'm trying not to really push with it all that much. And press those heels together and lift. Getting right into that waist. Press the heels together, lift. One more, press the heels together, lift. Could you stretch the legs out? And then set them down. Awesome. Okay, hands and knees. So let's just do a little shift side to side here. Haven't been on our wrist for a little bit, so let's just give a little rock side to side. Now about circular. Let's go in a little circular motion. And then go the other way around. And then coming to center. I'm gonna make sure, looking down, that my knees are about a fist width apart. If they're too wide, it's gonna be way too challenging. But also recognize how our knees will wanna cheat and come to the middle. So you're gonna grab the weighted ball in a hand, and you're gonna bring it back to your hip. So this is gonna look similar to how we were on our bellies. Now, can you get long through your spine? So don't drop the head, start getting all hunched up on me. Get really long, and then take the arm up and down. So I'm on the same side. If you are too, don't sweat it, because we're gonna repeat the whole thing on the other side. Last 3, 2, keep the arm lifted. Little pulses up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, keep it lifted. Now, from this position, you're gonna take the ball out to the side and extend the opposite leg behind you. So if your left arm is out, your right leg is back. Now lower, lift, out to the side. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. You can always be on 2 knees, folks. Last one. Now reach it in front of you and then let everything come down. Woo! Who got warm on that one? I did. All right, so we are gonna switch to the other side. So I'm gonna turn around. You don't necessarily have to, but when I get down on my stomach, I now need to give my right tricep the same love I gave my left. So we're back in this position. I just wanna make sure you're lifting with the other hand, opposite of the first. And the arm comes up, 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 and down, up, and down. Good, really reaching through the fingers. Keep that arm lifted now, reach through your fingers. Pulse up, up. So we're just letting the weight sit into our palm. Pulse up, up. Feel that upper back involved. Take the arm down and back up, down and back up, down and back up. Last one, take it back up. Reach through your fingers, reach through your toes. 3,
2, 1, drop it. Both hands by the shoulders, press up into extension. And then glide your way down. And pressing up. Remember, your hands can be as far in front of you as you would like. And back down. Last one, pressing up. We're going to stay at the top. So draw your navel in towards your spine, add a little additional support. Arms can be way out in front of you there. One arm lifts, feel the opposite bun kick in, and then down, and then switch, and down, and 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 taking it all the way to the floor. We're going to press back, coming to hands and knees. So again, make sure your knees are about a fist width apart. Same side arm takes the ball to the hip. All right, so in this position now, taking it up and down. So from the hip and up, hip and up, hip and up, hip and up. Lift, lift, lift. 3, going back to that hip. 2, keep it lifted, mercy. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay long through the crown of your head. Reach out to the side of the room. Extend the opposite leg behind you. Take the weight down and up, down and up. Woo! And up. 2 more to go. And up. Last one. Pick it up. Reach it in front of you. Stretch through your toes. And down we go. Awesome. I would like you just to come back so that you're towards your heels. You just come back to the depth that works for you. We're going to take our buttocks and drop it towards the right, and then drop it towards the left, and drop it towards the right, and then drop it towards the left. So you can put as much weight into that, or right, kind of make the depth what works best for you. Woo! I am all arm. Good. Last 3. 2 and 1. Okay, so come to your back sides, and we're going to come back to that star pose again. So we've been there in many shapes today. So my legs are a bit about the width of my mat, actually, and then I'm going to take my arms out to the sides. So when my arms now, I want you to be mindful of your own shoulders. So to me, if your star pose takes your arms wide to your shoulder height, that's great. If they come up above your shoulders a bit and wide, that's great too. You're gonna have to just work with your body. All right, so I guess don't worry if you, go to roll over in your space at home and, you kick a bed or something, because it's not a person. So I think everybody has ample space for their mates that might be doing this with them. So what I would love for you to do is pick up your right leg and start reaching your right leg across the body, but I'm keeping my right arm on the floor. So don't pick up your right, I only still have one finger. I only have one finger touching. And I'm gonna reach that leg across, and then I'm gonna take that leg back toward the ceiling and plant it back in my star pose. I'm gonna take the left leg up, and I'm gonna reach it across without taking my left hand off the floor. So wherever that leads me, ooh, they wanna cup up, my fingers wanna cup up. Oh, that feels so good. And then up, we're gonna come into the star pose. Now take your right arm to the ceiling. And then keeping your right foot down, start reaching your right arm toward and beyond your left fingers. I rotated my hips, but I'm not taking my right foot off the floor. So reach through your right toes, reach through your right fingertips. Oh my goodness, does that feel good? And then let your hips come back, let your spine come back, and your right arm lands back, and you're in star pose. Left arm comes up, and it reaches towards your right fingers. Keep your toes on the floor, keep stretching and reaching your head becomes
go with you. Reaching across from toes to fingertips. And then coming all the way back to your star pose. Okay, if you're feeling like you want a little extra punch, you could add your weight to this particular exercise. So arms are out to the sides, legs are long. I'm still in my variation of star pose, wherever that takes me. And I'm gonna take my right hand and my left foot and bring those two parts of the star together. And then I'm gonna lengthen them back out. Now I'm gonna take opposite hand, opposite leg. So I'm thinking 2 points of my star are getting drawn into the sky and then bringing them back. And again, take opposites, getting them drawn upward and then back out again. And then one more, taking it upward and back down again. Now, if it's best for you to stay in a neutral spine, I would keep going, staying neutral. If you can go ahead and add the curl, then let's do that. So you're still gonna take your 2 points, but now I'm taking also the point of my head of the star and lifting all of them to the sky. So I've got 3 points now, toes, hands, and head, and then lowering down. So we're going 2 or 3 points, depending on if you're gonna stay in neutral or if you're gonna add flexion. And then lift to the sky. Excellent. And lower down. And lift the sky. Now be aware if I pause here, notice my long leg is not pushing down to help me up, right? I'm trying to keep this leg light on the mat. And lowering down. So let's go up to that opposite a minute. We're gonna stay up there. Now whether you're in the curl or not, we're gonna stay right here. And I want you to open your leg to the side and bring it back in. Then open arm and leg to the side, bringing it back in, lowering down. So bring your 2 or 3 points up to the sky, leg opens and closes, arm and leg open and close, lowering into your spine. 2 or 3 points go to the sky, it's leg, it's arm and leg, and lowering down. One more, 2 or 3 points up into the sky, it's leg, and it's arm and leg, and lowering everything down. Slide your hands behind your head, let your knees come to a bent position. Now we're going to take the chest up to the sky, and back down, and chest to the sky, and back down. Now as you continue to go, make sure you're letting your head feel a bit heavy in your hands so that you're challenging, I'm shaking, so that you're challenging your abs and not just using your head with a fierce yes nod to get yourself up there. Let's go one more, little float. So everybody's good here as long as we keep this float small, head is heavy. Draw one leg to tabletop, then the other. And then we're gonna go both legs up to the ceiling. Now we're gonna create our star pose with the legs and bring them back together. And you can let your legs go as high or as low as you want. Star pose with the legs, back together. Star pose with the legs, back together. Now it's up to you, bonus abs, arms and legs open, and then you give your head the support. It's optional. Don't do it as just this, like an ego challenge. If it's not a great fit for your neck and abs, don't do it. Let your hands stay. Good, we got you to go. Woo, and the last one. And coming in, lower the knees and lower the upper body. Woo. All right. All right, here's bonus time. I'm going to stay in this direction just because it's going to be the best for where I am in my room. So I hope that you can see this okay. So we're going to go back into the idea of the star. So legs go wide. Hands will be behind your head. All right, so this starts as the mini sit-up. And it could be that the mini sit-up is 3 counts, and then you reach an arm across the body. So you're kind of reaching like doing a version of saw. And then back down. Let's go 3, 2, One more, and on that fourth count, we come across. There's the saw. Now that's the version I'd like you to take if a lot of flexion isn't great for you, or if roll up doesn't always feel like an option, okay? And then lower back down. Now if roll up is an option, I want you to reach your arms back and get into your full star pose. So what we're gonna do is take our arms and we're gonna let our arms not support our head, and we're gonna start drawing our way up into a roll up. And as you go into your roll up, you're going to finish in your stomp. So I go opposite hand to opposite foot. Then I come back to center and roll down. So I roll up and reach opposite hand to opposite foot. And I roll back down. Remember, that's not a great option. You're gonna go mini sit up, mini sit up, mini sit up, and reach towards that opposite toe. And then you'll come back to that. So take on either one of those challenges to wrap up your bonus abs. So everybody's gonna give themselves 2 more of what they chose. Good. For those of you I get to be with live here, this looks amazing. Full screen of movers. I love it. Yeah, but we're doing our best to not do the long ricochet to get ourselves up there, right? And then coming all the way to the floor, and everybody bring their arms down towards their hips. And then just bend your knees, and let's just rock the knees to one side and then to the other. So let's just give that little rock side to side. Little rock side to side. Good, and then take your arms up to the ceiling. Excuse me, I have a tickle. And you're gonna just touch your opposite hand to the opposite knee and really touch it. And then switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, switch, switch. Good, then let those arms reach overhead again or wide, lengthen your legs, and I want you to reach through your toes and reach through your fingers. And then take it into opposites. Could your right fingertips and your left toes reach away from each other? And then reach your right toes and left fingertips a little further away from each other. And then just draw those arms out to your side. So I'm just creating a goalpost shape with my arms. I just bent my elbows. Some of you would know this as that position on the roller, but I'm gonna guess that a lot of our chest muscles right now could use this extra love, whether you're on the roller or not. And then go ahead and straighten the arms, bringing them towards your hips. Palms can open to the ceiling. Legs can just float open to the sides. This would be a great time if you would like to grab a pillow to put underneath your knees, or grab your extra layer if you took that off when you got warm. And just bring yourself to a nice, comfortable position. And I invite you back to the closing of your eyes. And when you inhale, letting your eyes feel like they're going to sink deeper in the sockets. And then exhale out the mouth, but we'll keep our eyes closed this time. So as you inhale through the nose, feel your eyeballs almost feel heavier, falling deeper into your skull. And I just want you to find the speed of breath that feels best for you, to just begin to bring yourself to center. And center being the place where we're not thinking what's the next thing we're doing, right? We're just gonna be right here, right now.
And every time you inhale, letting those eyes feel heavier in the side. Well, with your eyes just remaining closed, I'd like you to touch your thumbs to your index fingers and push. Act like you're squeezing something between your fingers. And then take your thumb to your middle fingers and push. And then thumbs to the ring fingers, push. Really push, really push. And then thumbs to the pinkies and push, 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 push. And then I want you to draw all your fingers in and you make a fist and squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then release the fingers up. Draw the fingers all back in and squeeze, make that fist, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And then release the hands. One more time. You're going to squeeze the hands, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. And then release the hands. So letting the palms stay open to the sky. And just feel what might feel like a little buzz in the palms of your hands. Now I want you to wiggle all 10 toes. Wiggle them around. Wiggle the ankles. And then can you turn your knees to face one another and then away from each other. So in and out. And you're going to just then be loosey-goosey about it. Right? We're kind of like having a little fit here. And we're going to let that rocking soothe our nervous system. So we just are going to rock, 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 knees in and out, knees in and out, knees in and out. And then just let those legs be heavy. Ooh, there's a nice little buzz. Now I'd like you to pull your toes back towards your knees. So we're flexing, we're reaching through our heels. And then I want you to point. So you're just pointing and flexing, but what you're going to notice is you start doing it rapidly and it's going to rock you. And I'm doing it, so if there's any question, you can always take a peek and open your eyes. But I'm just pointing, flexing, so fast that my whole body is getting a nice little rock. Rock, rock, rock. And just keep going with that rock. Notice how your head's rocking, your upper back, the whole body's just shifting, shifting, shifting. And then go ahead and stop. Let the legs just feel heavy. Ooh, whole nice big buzz. I want you to just turn your chin towards one shoulder. Keeping the eyes closed, just turn your chin to the other shoulder. And then again, back to the first shoulder. And then one more time to the other. And coming back to center. So do that wonderful check-in. Seeing where your body is still maybe holding on at this moment, but then recognizing how it doesn't need to. Your body is fully supported where it's at right now. So recognize, do you need a couple chin to chest motions, releasing any upper neck or back tension? Would it feel good to soften the space between your eyes? Certainly would. How about softening the space behind your ears? Let's take a big breath into the belly, filling it as if it's going to lift like a balloon to the ceiling. And then exhale out the mouth, the belly will fall back to the spine. Inhale, letting the belly fill. exhale, letting the belly fall. One more, inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, why don't you roll yourself to a side, keeping your eyes closed. And just draw your knees in towards your chest. Getting yourself comfortable here at your side. And today I want you to pick a color and make it bright. And you're going to breathe that color into your back. It's like that ray of sunshine just shining on your back. But what color is that ray? And you're going to breathe it into your back. And as you exhale out your mouth, you're going to breathe the same color out the front, because that's what you're going to give to everyone else. Inhale into your back. Exhale out the front. Maybe each time you breathe in, you're just seeing a different color of the rainbow. Inhale into your back. Now, as you keep breathing and you see that streak of color, you're inhaling into your back, and you see the streak of color, you're exhaling out your mouth. I want you to picture that streak of color now in white writing. There's a word in there. And you're going to exhale that color and that word out to the rest of the world today. One more. Breathe in that word. Let yourself lean into that word today, or let it be given to those around you that you know need it. And where you're at, if you can, let your arms come around your body and give yourself a big squeeze around your chest. Really squeeze yourself, give yourself a hug. That's from me. I truly look forward to when I can do that in person.